This report brought to you by the Richmond Club, where investors and high-growth companies meet.
Welcome to the Richmond Report. I'm Galit Solomon, and joining me today is Rover Metals President and CEO, Judson Coulter. It's good to have you.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Okay, so we're going to delve right into the details. I'm going to ask you for a high-level perspective of your company. What can you tell me about it?
Well, we're right at what I believe is at the turn of the gold cycle and turn of the commodity cycle itself as we go into Q1 of next year. So we're positioned perfectly to take advantage of that turn in the market. We're in gold, which is, I believe going to lead the commodity rebound. And we're also in a discovery hole type of project near surface. So it's perfect for these market conditions.
And you're right at the helm of the company. Give us a bit of a background of yourself.
Yeah, I've been a startup entrepreneur for the last 10 years. Previously worked a little bit in tech and more recently in precious metals. I did my first precious metal project in the Golden Triangle. I was a co-founder of the Dolly Varden Silver Project. We took that public in February 2012. And we took that project started with 500,000 ounces of silver, and there's over 40 million ounces inferred there today.
Okay, and for investors who are looking potentially at investing with you, why should they do that?
Well, I think right now it's the contrarian investors that like to really buy at the bottom of cycles. I mean, really that's investing 101. And so for the contrarian investors out there, we believe this is a buy opportunity. As a private company, we've raised $3 million at a higher valuation, and so that was from smart money. I did accredited investors that know the space. So publicly, now that we're public, we've been listed in the middle of the summer. We're trading roughly 50% off of our IPO market cap. So it's a buy opportunity.
Okay, so let's get into the details now and specifics, highlights for your company. What would they be?
Well, I'm not a geologist, but I've got some geologists and mine engineers that are very successful and accredited people on the team. So their model, just to reiterate from our meetings, is this is an iron band type of gold-hosted deposit. I guess a very good comparable in our area code would be in Nunavut, the historic Lupin gold mine. So we're in the territories, which is, anyway, so we're just outside of Yellowknife, and yeah.
Right. Okay. So geographically, that's the location.
Well, for people that aren't as familiar with the northern Canada, I mean, Nunavut and where we are in the territories is quite far apart. But just to give you a concept of rough location.
Right. Got it. What are some of the other highlights that perhaps if an investor is approaching you, you're having a conversation with them, if you had to share 3 big highlights, what would they be of your company for why an investor should be investing with you?
Well, this is, just the commodity itself, gold, precious metals. This is a high grade, near surface, so relatively inexpensive to do exploration work. Also, just the experience of our board and our advisor list. It's a been there, done that team. One of them was accredited with the only major exit in the mining space this year, which was the sale of Arizona Mining to South 32. And then a younger management team, really we're still in a down cycle, so we've got the horsepower as a management team to build this company over the next 3 to 4 years out of the cycle that we're currently in.
Right, and for investors who are interested in learning a bit more about you and your company, where can they go?
Just to our website, which is rovermetals.com.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much for your time, Judson.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it. And with us today was Rover Metals President and CEO, Judson Coulter. I'm Galit Solomon for the Richmond Report.
This report brought to you by the Richmond Club, where investors and high-growth companies meet.